Hello, everybody. My name is Noel, and it's so good to see you. I'm a divine empowerment coach, and feel free to check out my website, erronnoel.com. I don't think I've announced that yet, so please visit that site and just learn more about me. But today I come to you with a message that I think will serve a lot of us. I think there's many of us who have received some doubt or criticism or not the support that we're looking for from the outside influences in our life. And it's going to happen. We know that we're going to be faced with those as we come more fully, even from the beginning, as we are learning about the light that we have and how we want to shine that light. And as we come more fully into it, it doesn't mean that people are going to be more receptive or supportive of your work. It is part of our journey, it's part of our lessons, and when we're faced with those hard discussions or criticisms, then really what it's doing inside is it's probably helping you confirm your truth. How do you feel in those conversations? Are they supporting you? Are they serving you? Do they make you feel good? Or do they make you feel, kind of more certain in a way, that conversation is kind of dark, right? Shows an uncomfortableness. But, by going through that dark, we also are exposed to the light. It shows more of what we do want and why we are certain of our work. And, I think what will be helpful, if we remember this as we go on, is that it's not so much that they disagree maybe with what you're trying to do. I think it's more them not understanding, not having a relationship with it that they are comfortable with. How you talk or the service work that you do isn't comfortable with them. It's something that they haven't really explored and created a relationship with or see value in it yet for themselves. And so, really what they're doing is out of fear expressing their discontent. And I want to share an analogy that could be helpful too. Recently my daughter went on a overnight trip. Actually, she was gone for a couple of nights with her class, and they were learning how to build lean-tos. And, a lean-to is a structure that you build in nature. So when you're out camping and you need to, or you're out hiking and you end up in a dangerous place possibly, and you need to spend the night, you want to create a safe environment for yourself. And so they're teaching the kids how to create these lean-tos as a place of safety and structure, to get through a night without causing much harm to themselves, right? To survive a cold, bitter night out in the woods. They're educating the kids. So I was thinking about this, and I'm like, there's a lot of people that don't even know what lean-tos are. And, let's just say randomly she came to me and said, Mom, I really want to go into the woods. I'm going to go hiking. Now, mind you, she's 9, okay? So she is a little young. But, let's say she's a teenager and she's been invited to go on a trip with some friends to sleep in lean-tos. Well, if I was someone that was really unfamiliar with what lean-tos were, I don't know what they are. I've never built one. Heavens, I've never slept in one before. So for me to be able to say yes to her would be pretty hard, right? If I just immediately thought, no, that's scary. I don't understand it. I don't know how it would be safe at all. It sounds like you're just sleeping out in the elements and you're really exposed and at risk. And I love my daughter. I want to take good measures that keep her safe, and I feel like I'm a sounding board for her and need to guide her in a responsible way, right? So I might say, heavens no, you're not going. I could just immediately attack that, nobody knows what they're doing. It's not safe. End of discussion, right? And that could come across very harsh. It could come across very insensitive and judgmental on my part. But in my heart, I feel like I'm doing the right thing for her, right? But look at, her point of view. She knows, she's already gotten some education about what a lean-to is. Maybe she's read about them and it intrigued her. Now she's getting an invite to go with, experts, people that are trained. They know how to build them. They know how to instruct someone else to build them. She's in a community of people that will keep her safe. That's their job, right? They are going to guide her through this whole exercise. Maybe there's other learning that's going to come from it. Maybe her passion is that she then wants to do more outdoor education and, teach other people how to be safe in nature. There's maybe a future goal in mind, and why she feels like pushing herself a little bit right here is going to get her to her end place. So, I felt like this is a really great example. I could, instead of being judgmental and scared and show my own fear and say no to her, I could take a different approach, and I could say, well, tell me more about that. I don't know what a lean-to is at all. Tell me who you're going with. What's their education, and why do we feel safe, with you being with them? Tell me how to build a lean-to. Like, what parts of it are going to provide the safety you need in a very cold, wet, outdoor environment. If I start asking more questions, if I enter it with more of an open mind and a willingness to hear and a willingness to understand, then I am more inclined to support her, right? I'm going to be, at the end of that conversation, more comfortable, and I'm going to support her in her request, right? And so that's the same thing with what we are doing. Each of you know that your light is meant to serve a certain way. You know that the coaches that you're getting lined up with are experts in the field. The other people that have, been on a spiritual journey have so many life lessons to teach you, can provide an understanding or a deeper, a depth to what you're experiencing to help you get through some of the same scenarios or same conversations. Maybe where you're going with this is going to serve the collective in a very powerful way, and so that's why you're so committed and so desiring to go this route or that route, or create this or create that to do your work. And I think unless the people around us are really willing to step up with an open mind, an inquisitive perspective of what you're doing, you are going to get those critiques. And it's, I would just say listen to that with love and kindness in your heart. Listen to them, process it, maybe show them back with love why you feel like the love-guided work that you're being called to do is important to you, and why it is safe, why you are stable, why you have made good decisions because of the resources and the people you're following. The people that are supporting you in this work are educated. They've already accomplished A, B, C, and D, and you know that you can do the same thing. I think if you have that opportunity to try to share the education behind it, then it might not turn your audience, the loved ones around you, the friends around you, but maybe it will. I think if you can come back with, loving, understanding replies, knowing that they're only sharing their fear, they're only showing their insecurities, their lack of awareness, right? They haven't chosen to learn more about what you're doing to allow them to support you. So if you have that opportunity to turn it into that kind of environment, then possibly they'll rally up behind you. But we know along this journey there's going to be things that we need to integrate and accept, and there's going to be things that we need to just let go, that we're not willing to own. And keep following what does serve you in your heart. pick up what you know is helpful to you and let the rest of the stuff just slough off, What are you available for and what are you not available for? If you know that conversation is just like fueling the fire, really, like you're getting attacked, and by you trying to turning it into an argument because you're really trying to stand up for yourself and your mission, maybe it's not worth your energy. It's something that maybe you just need to let go and be okay with letting it go, with the understanding that you're letting it go because you're understanding their perspective on it. You don't love them any less. You can just take it with, a forgiveness almost. Like, okay, I hear you, but I also need to continue on this walk because I know that what I'm serving is for the greater good. I'm serving a God that has put me on this path, and I know that my work is going to be of service and of huge value, and that I know that in my heart, and I know that by being surrounded with all these other, illuminated beings, I can see that I am on the right path. I want to be contributing like everybody else, and that's why I started the shine the movement and the community behind it, because I believe that little nudge inside your heart, that light, is meant to shine. It is meant to do good in this world. We need to start raising the vibration among everybody, and that does start with love and understanding, even replying with love and understanding, us coming to a place where we can respect one another, still love one another for our differences and our different opinions, So just keep going, right? Just keep going. That little voice inside, you can know you are certain about. And it's really crazy. And this is what I teach. There are signs around you. There are angels and signs that are reassuring you. So as you kind of get pushed off to the side a little bit, because maybe that conversation was really disruptive and you're starting to second guess things, you know what? There are signs around there to reaffirm that what you are doing is right. Your mission is meant to happen. You need to do it. And just the other day, I had a hard conversation with someone that I totally love and respect, and it didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. And, I kind of started second guessing, like, God, am I really supposed to be doing this? And it was right after that I said, I was upset. So after I processed that and let it go, I did some prayer time and, asked to be reassured that God show me the answer, And right after that, I had 2 really crazy messages come in. I couldn't have planned it myself, but it were things that I scrolled through on social media, and it was like, boom, all of a sudden, those messages came right through for me, and it was total validation. I know how to interpret those signs, and you can learn how to interpret those too. Be aware of your surroundings, so you are getting the information you need from the divine. But it just felt so good because I knew right then and there, like, yes, you stay on track. This is definitely where you're supposed to be. I was just told, keep going, keep going. So, same for you guys. We're all here to support you. Definitely chime in, and let's keep supporting one another and help each other on this walk, this spiritual walk, and keep doing your greater works. You are needed. Okay? All right. Much love and light to you. Again, if you want to reach out to me personally and explore the opportunity of working with me as a coach and how I can help you get to more soul satisfaction, really come through with the message and the mission that you have that come into realization for you. Great. Let's set up a call, a clarity call, and you can do that through my website. Again, go to erinnoel.com. You can write me an email at shinethemovement@gmail.com. I would love to connect with you and see how I can support you in your love-guided movements. All right, much love. Have a great day. Mwah.